What is this dumb dog doing? I think there's a mouse inside of that pipe. What a dumb dog. Actually, it's not a very dumb dog. He's using tools. He's like, come on, mouse, get out here. Hey, dumb dog. Jeez. Anyone else have a golden retriever? Huh? Me? Yeah, you doofus. Oh my gosh. Crypto noobs. Got the day off today. Well, I took it off because my son wasn't feeling well, so I'm having 600 square feet of house added on to my house over the next few months. A new kitchen, new office. It's pretty exciting. Thank you, Bitcoin. I'm doing it with a Bitcoin loan. I'm not actually using any Bitcoin. But watching all the cool stuff going on with all these assholes who trash talk Charlie Kirk. I hope they all smoke shit in hell for what they've done. But you know what? Whatever. I know I tend to get a little bit political on here. I probably shouldn't, because I talk more about life than I do about crypto. But so the Fed's getting ready to lower interest rates tomorrow. There's a 95% chance they will. I think a half point would actually be better than a quarter point. Either way, it will provide liquidity in the market. I know this isn't printing money, but in case you all don't know, the way we increase the, if you want to spur employment, lower interest rates, that means businesses can borrow money at a lower interest rate, which means they can, add to their investments in their businesses. They can hire more people, stimulate the economy. I mean, Powell is late as usual. Last year, when they were 2 years ago, they talked about inflation being transitory. I made a bunch of videos on that and talked about that was such complete bullshit. And it took several months before people started saying, yeah, it's transitory as BS, because everyone knew it was a lie. And last year, under similar conditions, he lowered interest rates for Biden because he's a garbage Biden supporter, which there's a special place in hell for him too. But anyway, tomorrow, even though Trump's been completely trash talking him, he is going to be forced to lower interest rates, because if he doesn't, he will completely dismantle the economy, and we will have a recession beyond all recessions. So I know we're going to get a quarter point tomorrow. A half point wouldn't be bad. It might scare the economy a little bit, and prove that Jerome Powell's a complete idiot. But whatever. Either way, Bitcoin's going to move. Now, if we get a quarter point interest rate reduction tomorrow, I don't think you're going to see Bitcoin skyrocket. It might go up a little bit, but if you look at the last few, when interest rates were lowered, generally Bitcoin would kind of, it would go up and down a little bit, and then it skyrocketed. So it could be tomorrow, but I think it might be a week or two before it really starts running. Maybe the beginning of October, we'll start seeing an all-time high. I see Samson Mao and some others are still calling for $200,000 Bitcoin by the end of the year. Maybe, it certainly is possible, because typically October, November, December are when Bitcoin really makes its run after the halving. So everything's in place right now for Bitcoin to run. So I've taken a massive number of Bitcoin and custodied them with Ledden.io, and I borrowed against them, bought more Bitcoin. The total value, it has to drop. It's 50% right now. So it would have to make a massive dump for me to even be concerned. It would have to drop into the 30,000s for me to get called out on the loan. So I don't, unless Bitcoin's going to zero, I'm not worried about that. But anyway, day 5 of my bonfires, trying to get rid of all the wood that I've yanked out of the woods. I've talked about this before. I love being on the farm. I love bonfires. I think it's so much fun. But anyway, so Bitcoin's going to run. Solana's sitting around 235. I'm telling you guys, if you don't buy Solana, you're not very bright. I told you to buy Tesla last year. It was 200. I think it popped over 400 this year, which is over 100% gain in a year. Solana or Tesla, I don't even know where Tesla's going to go. $5,000-$10,000 a share with all the things they're doing with Tesla. Because in case you guys haven't paid attention to what Elon Musk has done. He's got one of the largest underground drilling companies in the world, right? Why? Well, because when we go to Mars, you're going to have to drill underground, and humans are going to have to live underground, right? You're not going to be able to live above ground until they build the cities. He owns electric vehicles. Why? Because you can't run gas-powered vehicles on the surface of Mars. You're going to have electric. He's creating batteries. He's has a giant battery manufacturing, and they're going to use solar panels to charge batteries to be able to run the cars on Mars. He owns giant, AI, Grok, which we're going to use that for information to learn how to do new strategies or whatever on Mars. He's making robots, the largest robot manufacturing in the world, really. What are you going to do with robots? Well, robots can work 24 hours a day and they don't need oxygen to work. So you can send robots to Mars, colonize Mars with robots. The robots can build the infrastructure that we need to be able to live on Mars. Like everything Musk is doing. Rockets, his rockets are taking people to space. I mean, you've got all these amazing things going on with Tesla. And I don't think people put all the puzzles together. Every single thing he's doing is to get us to Mars and to live on Mars. Everything. I heard recently that 15 miles of highway in China was completely built using robots. I don't know. If they can do that, they can certainly go to Mars, and one robot can put together 1,000 robots with robot pieces and, build 2 robots, and 2 robots can build 4 can build 8. So technically, they could send one functioning robot to Mars with parts for 10,000 more robots, and within a few weeks, they could all be built, right? Because they work 24 hours a day. It's so freaking cool to me. I'm so excited about it. So I keep telling you guys, buy Bitcoin, obviously. Buy Solana, because Solana is tokenizing assets. They are going to be the blockchain that's going to tokenize assets around the world. The winner takes most, like James says on Invest Answers. It's true. Solana is going to be that blockchain. They're going to overrun Ether. You can talk about Ether all day long. Samson Mao and the rest can buy billions of dollars of Ether and throw your money away. But Solana is going to completely crush you out of existence in the next 5 to 10 years. I'm sorry. If that hurts your feelings, it's tough shit. Like I said in my last video, I'm a combat veteran. I say things that's either black and white for me. There's nothing amorphous. I'm telling the truth. And I would buy Tesla. I'd be loading up on Tesla. Even if you have to buy, what are they called? Out of the money options, leap options, 2 or 3 years out, or as far out as you can buy Tesla. I would buy them because you're going to make some money on them. But anyway, just enjoying the day. I've taken the day off. I have to take down a gigantic deck. This deck right over there. I'm ripping that down because that's where the addition's going to go. Pretty exciting. It's going to take about 6 months to build it. But anyway, I'm going to watch my dumb yellow dog chase around a mouse in that pipe for a little while longer. I'm going to enjoy my bonfire today, and I'm going to get ready for the market to run, probably starting tomorrow. We'll see. Hopefully the Fed does the right thing and lowers interest rates by 0.5 point, right? And then we'll start seeing the market run. But anyway, it's going to be a very green Christmas for all the Bitcoin holders, all the Solana holders. I'm hoping that we see a $400 Solana by the end of the year. I think if Bitcoin does this massive run, you might see a $1,000 Solana. So if you don't have a lot of money, buy Solana. It's $220, $230 a share or per token right now. Or buy a little Bitcoin. Whatever. Just live your life. Crypto noobs.